Alrighty, guys.
Welcome to Girl
Brains.
I'm Sydney.
I'm Nikki.
And this is a podcast where we
talk about things going on. Girl Brains.
We're
troubleshooting it.
We really killed the intro. That was really good.
That was really good.
We did.
We're going to leave it in here.
Yeah, we talked about it ahead of time when we practiced, and I don't know, we kind of flaked, but that's okay.
I just didn't memorize my lines. Sorry, guys.
Okay. We're glad you're back. We are happy to be here.
Happy for episode 3. Super excited.
Very excited because for the last couple of hours we've been at work, and Nikki has been like, I have the funniest story to tell you.
I know, because I do. Okay.
And she's like, you have to wait till the podcast. And so I'm here. I want to hear your story.
Okay. So one of my good friends that I go to book clubs with, her name is Brennan. She was okay being shouted out.
Okay.
She had texted me on Wednesday. And she was like, oh my God, I'm listening to episode 2.
Okay.
And I know who the other Sydney Bassett is.
People know who okay. What does she know?
She went to high school with her.
In Montgomery.
I don't know if it was in Montgomery.
Or like
I didn't ask
or
where.
Something? I don't
know, but she did go to high school with her.
Okay.
And she did do Auburn gymnastics.
I know.
And she did get married recently.
Uh-huh.
And now she lives in Texas.
I know.
So it was so crazy. But like one of my friends like literally texted me out of the blue, and she was like, oh my God, like I'm cracking up right now. Like I know her. And I was like, this is
Did she
a little
ask
fucking
about
crazy.
the plates?
I asked Brennan, I was like, are you going to tell her about the plates? And she was like, no, I'm not a snitch.
Okay.
And she also like doesn't talk to her anymore. Like they're friends on Instagram.
Okay.
But it's like, yeah. So it's like she like literally like has talked to this other Sydney Bassett. And she was like, I'm literally dying right now listening to this because it's like she knows the other Sydney. But she's not going to tell her about the plates.
Okay.
So we don't have to worry about that coming back.
She keeps like, she's like haunting me.
That's such an interesting word to use. I was just like, and I was in the middle of a meeting with Megan.
And she texted and said that she knew the other.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, Megan, you need to pause what you're doing right now because this is hilarious to me.
That's super funny. So, well, maybe she'll listen to the podcast. Maybe it'll get to her.
Hopefully.
Somehow. That's funny.
I know. So I was like, this needs to be the first opener because like it directly relates to the past. Because you were like, okay, like let's talk about this. And I was like, no, because this directly relates to the previous episode. We need to talk about this first.
That was good. Thank you.
So yeah, I now know somebody who was directly in contact with
the other Sydney
Bassett, which was
I
so
wonder
crazy.
if she thinks about me as I'm the other Sydney Bassett for her.
Oh, that's so interesting.
She probably doesn't think about me.
But she's not Sydney Bassett anymore.
I know, that's
either,
the thing. So. Yeah. Okay, well.
Yeah, that was, but I was like, oh my God, like somebody in my life.
Yeah, it's a small town. It is a small town.
It's a very small world.
Yeah. The other thing that I wanted to start with is I want to start a new segment called Notes from Sabat. Nikki's mom is named Sabat. And earlier this week, Nikki was on the phone with her mom at work. And she was like, let me put you on speakerphone. I'm in Sydney's office.
She was like, she wanted to talk about things with Sydney. And I was like, girl, bye. Okay.
She had notes for us.
Yes.
From our second podcast. And
she takes notes.
She takes notes and she gives us
her little
feedback.
notepad. And she takes her little notes and she gives us, like you said, feedback.
She told us that we need an outline. That's what I remember.
We don't have an outline, Mom. Sorry,
there's no outline.
We have like a plan,
kind of,
but
that's
not like
kind of
an
point.
But she said the only reason we need an outline is for instances where it's like you ask something. So like last week, you asked me about what I've recently Googled.
Yeah.
And then we never followed up with you.
But we never followed up as you never followed up. Am I wrong?
Even though Sydney brought the question up and said it'd be a fun question for both of us to answer.
No,
she
I
was
said
like,
it'd be a fun question for you to answer. I'm pretty sure it's what I said. But anyway, an outline is not a bad idea.
And she was also not Team Pickles. So sorry, guys.
Yeah. But she didn't offer any other suggestions that I can remember.
No, but she was like, I don't want to be referred to as a pickle.
Yeah.
And I was like, boo.
Yeah.
Lame.
Maybe
so
I don't know any other names at this point. I feel like I'm pretty committed to the pickles.
Yeah, I really like the pickles.
She also asked me if I made a lot of money in China, and I told her no. And we talked about the state of education in America.
Yeah.
So
that was something.
So thank you for your notes.
Thanks, Mom.
We look forward to hearing your thoughts after this episode. Okay, what I want to do this episode is, I know Nikki doesn't want to talk about Taylor Swift anymore, and that's
not anymore. But it's just like we talk about it all the time.
But it's like it's so relevant. But this is what I want to do because Nikki, as stated on the last episode, is a 1975 stan.
Yeah, I love them.
I don't understand really anything about Matty Healy, so I want you to explain Matty Healy to me. Not just like I know you're like very attracted to him, married to him, some may say. But like because I heard like he's a nepo baby.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like
I
really
bit.
know nothing, so I want you to teach me.
I mean, I could.
Okay.
I feel like it's just the girls that get it. I think is unfortunately how like it is with him. He is like low key a nepo baby. His parents were both actors.
Okay, yeah. So who are his parents?
I don't know. Like I didn't do that much of a deep dive on him. I know, guys. Sorry, but don't call me a fake fan. I'll fight. So like about his parents, his mom had a TV show when like he was a teenager. That was like got pretty big, but he was never like on it. He was on it a couple of times, and then his parents got divorced when like he was a teenager as well. I think
divorce.
Yeah,
interesting. Okay,
and then I know that him and his bandmates. So what I think is really interesting. So they got formed in high school.
Okay, and
they all went to high school together.
And
I think
still
if
the
I
same
remember.
Crew in the band.
So this is the interesting part, is originally Matty was going to be the drummer of the 1975. And then he, the lead vocalist that they were thinking about like left or something, or like wasn't vibing with it. So then Matty ended up becoming the lead vocalist.
Okay.
But that wasn't what he was originally going to do.
Okay. So he didn't want to be a frontman.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. So they started in high school.
Yeah. And then they all went to college together.
Okay. In like London or something?
It's somewhere in England, not London. Was it London? I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know all the little details like that, but I know they all did go to school together.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I have a life, guys. I touch grass. I don't just like dedicate my life to knowing everything about a celebrity.
Okay, but tell me what happened with him and Halsey. Because I feel like this is relevant.
God, I don't even think they weren't even together for a very long time. I think it was like it was like less than 6 months, if I remember correctly. So everybody who was on Tumblr in the early 2010s knows that Halsey was that girl. Oh my God! And then like she was working on her music career, and like the 1975 had like released their album.
It was their first album release?
Yeah.
Okay. So everybody's like new
into
the scene. Okay.
So I don't even know how the two of them got together, but it was like a high school basically. Like I think it was low key a situationship too. I'm not sure on all the details.
Sure.
But like she released her album.
Did people know that they were together when they were together?
I think so, because she was like always like posting about like poetry about him and stuff.
Okay.
It was
and they
like,
knew it was about him.
God, it was so cringy. I loved it. I loved every second of it. God, you just had to be there.
Yeah.
You just had to be there.
Okay.
And he was like, obviously he's like gotten a lot older and like more like mature in his looks, but like he used to have like, because he still had his curly hair and it was longer, but he had like the sides shaved. It was like, if you know, you know. Okay. Like if like you just had to be there. And then
was
she
he
had
still wearing those suits at that point?
No. They were a lot more like pop punky back then.
Okay.
But yeah, Sean just pulled up a picture of them. They were a lot more like pop punk looking back then. And then Halsey had like her like blue hair. Oh my God, you had to be there. It was like, that is my Roman Empire. So it was like she released this super good song called Colors. I told Sydney, I was like, Halsey could write the Tortured Poets Department, but Taylor Swift could not write Colors. I don't care, argue with the wall. Because it was just, oh, it's so good.
We listened to it earlier this week. It was my first time listening.
I was
into it. Oh, yeah.
It's so like high school-y, but it's like, I was there when like that song came out. And like that song, like I told Sydney, I was like, if I had to pick a song to listen to like one last time before I like died, that would be a contender. That'd be on the list. Like I don't know what song I would pick, but that would be on the list. Like,
what does
like,
it do for you? Like, where do you?
I don't even know, because the funniest part is like I can't even like relate to the lyrics.
Yeah, you just vibe with it.
I just like vibe with it, and I vibe with like the message of it.
What's the message of it?
It's just like, it's literally like if you listen to that song and you listen to Taylor's new album, he like that man has been stagnant.
Yeah.
Like, he's always been the same. Oh, my God.
Like, do you think he's slimy?
I don't care.
No, I don't. No,
like, I don't know how to answer that because I don't care.
Okay.
Like, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how to answer that because I don't care.
I think that's I think that's the problem with him, because we were talking about this a little bit earlier, because like, you know, now that the albums come out and people are asking like his aunt and his mom and him like what they think, and he's just like, I don't care.
Yeah,
and it's like the worst response but it's like perfect.
Yeah, but that's so him.
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Like that is literally so him.
Yeah.
It's like I saw a TikTok because he's also like super sarcastic and he's also like he does like clap back.
Yeah.
So it's like the song, like one of the song titles allegedly about him is the smallest man who ever lived.
Yeah.
And like somebody made a TikTok that was like, I can see their next live show with him opening up, here's to the biggest bitch there ever was. And I was like, that is, I feel like.
That feels right.
It feels a little right.
Yeah.
I do, but like, I don't know. He's also like, he's said a lot of terrible things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I'm not up here saying he's a good person.
Sure.
But
that's the whole point is like the heart wants what the heart wants. And like, I think.
But he's also not like a really bad person. I don't know. He's human.
How much do you think is performance? Because it seems like he has developed this persona and it's probably like a defense mechanism because that's how it all is. But like, what? Of just like, I don't care. I'm unbothered. Like, you can't hurt me. I'm just going to like take whatever you say and like turn it into art.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Because like I said, like, so Halsey released Colors about him and then he released a song back called She's American, which was, it's so good. It's such a good, both of them are really good.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite 1975 song, but I know all the words to it. And it's like one of the lyrics is don't fall in love with the moment and think you're in love with the girl.
Oh.
I know it's so good. I love like, and it's just like, it's just like, oh my, like, it's just, he's him. Like he's always been him.
And I think that's why, like, he gets these girls, right? Because he's so, like, confident and, like, so...
He doesn't care.
He doesn't care. He's unbothered by all
like,
of this.
I don't know how much of it is actually, like you said earlier, like a persona versus his, like, real personality. But it's like...
Yeah. I mean, there is something that's, like, I don't know. It's just very attractive to have somebody that is, like... rises above it, kind of like,
and he's like poetic and he's a lead singer in a band.
Yeah. He's got a typewriter.
Yeah, that one doesn't do anything for me. It did for other people.
Sure, definitely. Until it
doesn't for me.
Yeah.
I was just like, it's like they're one of the only artists that like I've like listened to as like all their things have come out. So like I didn't know about them before they released their debut album, but then I like their singles off of that. Like Chocolate was pretty big, and that's the first song that I listened to, and then that's what got me into them. And then like ever since then I've like kept up with them and their album releases, and I can't say that about a lot of other artists.
Yeah, it is fun to like go on the journey with them, and especially if you feel like you got in early. It's like, that feels good. Yeah. Before we came over here, Nikki was working in my office and she turned on the 1975. She like grabbed my mouse and put it on my computer, which I'm like completely fine with. And I was like really into it. It was fun. They're really good. They're really good.
They're good. Yeah. It's like
a good vibe.
I really wish that they'd go back to their like debut album because it's a lot more like pop punky. Like they've like really like taken on like that synth kind of sound, which is still really good. But it's like, I don't know. Like, it's so good.
Okay. I have been, because of the tortured poets of it all, now my YouTube is serving me all these videos of, like, Matty Healy doing interviews and doing the little things. And I'm, like, clicking on them because I'm like, who is this guy that, like, became this muse? And I kind of get it. Like,
he's the industry's biggest muse.
Yeah. Like, last summer when it all went down, I was, like... part of the Taylor Nation that was like, who is this guy? He's crazy. Like, but I didn't really know. But I just like saw the headlines of things that he had said and done and whatever. And I was like, he just looks kind of gross. Like, he just looks like dirty. And now I'm like I watched the Chicken Shop Date interview with, what's her name? Amelia, whatever. And he's very charming. And I kind of get it.
He's been in my life since I was 14. And, you know, you don't let go of things that you were attached to when you were 14.
Yeah.
So
should we talk about, speaking of not releasing things, should we talk about your duck?
Oh, my gosh.
I don't know if that was a good transition.
I was like, where's this going? Since I was, oh, my gosh. Okay, so
more things that Nikki loves.
So... I'm a stuffed animal girly. Who would have guessed? I was a part of the Squishmallow bandwagon during COVID. That's what I cling to make life worth living. But I have always loved stuffed animals. So Sydney's talking about this cute little stuffed duck that I have. And his name is Pica. And it means like duck in Albanian, I think. My mom's going to beat my ass if like I made that shit up.
We'll have notes from Sabat about
because I don't really speak Albanian.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I think it means duck. But it's like a cute little, it's like a TY. Is that
Thai?
Thai. Sorry, I don't know.
TY?
TY, same thing.
Wait. Oh
my God, everybody's laughing at me now.
I'm sorry.
I don't know. Like, I never like cared for the company, so I was just, it's like TY. Like, I was never like a girly that was obsessed with them. I just loved the duck.
TY.
Sure. Yeah. TY.
Do you know what a Beanie Baby is?
No, I know what the Beanie Babies are. I know it's the same brand, but he's not a Beanie Baby.
But you called it TY.
I don't think he's a Beanie Baby.
Okay.
I'm sorry, guys. My bad.
Crazy
my bad. Gen Z moment. Sorry, guys.
That's so funny. Okay, anyway, sorry. Please continue talking
but
about
anyways, Pica has been there with me since day one.
And he showed up in your graduation pictures.
Yeah, he's in my he's in my high school, he's in my college graduation pictures, he's gonna have a seat at my wedding.
Yeah.
Like it's just like a little it's like he's like this big. And I used to have like 6 of them, but when we moved down here, my dad told me, he was like, you can make 2 piles. A pile of stuffies that are coming down and a pile of stuffies that we're just like donating, throwing away, whatever.
This is when you were 16 and moving to Auburn, Alabama.
Right? I was like, 15, 14, something like that. Something around
just for
that.
context.
I think I was like 14, 13, 14. But so I was like, okay, like, and I had like 6 of them. Like I like loved these little duck guys.
Yeah.
And they were all named Pica. They didn't have different personalities. They didn't, like, he didn't talk. Like he was just like Pica. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they were all Pica.
Yeah. Did you talk to them?
I don't remember. I don't think so, no.
You don't talk to him now?
No.
Okay.
I don't think I ever talked to him. I don't know. Like he's always just been like there.
There. Yeah, I get that. Okay.
So, long story short, my dad threw away all my stuffed animals.
Why
I
know. It's so tragic.
It's like so
heartbreaking.
And it was like some of them were like cool, fine, whatever. Like I had like I also this goes to show a lot about me. I had like a huge, not huge, but like a decently sized stuffy of Lucifer the cat from Cinderella. And I haven't found one since. That isn't like crazy expensive.
Interesting.
And I like love the cat.
Yeah.
But so like that one, and then like I had this like huge stuffed dog that I think I got from like Costco called Marley. But it was like Pica was like the critical component of this whole entire equation. All of them, like all 5, 6 of them were gone. And I was a wreck. My mom was pissed because like Pica's gone. Pica's like gone forever.
Yeah.
And then my mom ended up, she ordered one off of a collector from England off of like eBay. Because like I was like so distraught
That's
about.
like MVP mom move.
No, she was the goat for this.
Yeah.
I love you, mom. But like she was like for real the goat for this because like Pica has been there forever.
Uh-huh.
Like I don't have any baby blankets. I don't have any like baby pillows. Like I have Pica.
Yeah.
So I have British Pica now. And then it was so crazy because when we moved down here and I was unpacking everything, he was like, there was a Pica in a box. I have no idea how he got there. I don't know who put him in there.
Yeah.
Because I didn't pack up all my stuffed animals as far as I remember because I was making my piles. So like I have no idea how he ended up in a cardboard box.
And your dad
so
and
I
mom
do
don't
have
know how. Nobody knows. It's just like a mystery.
Yeah, so I have OG Pica and British Pica, even though they're both still Pica.
That's cute. That's really cute.
So one hangs out on my bookshelf and then one's on just like a regular shelf in my room.
Are they friendly towards each other?
It's like so crazy to me because like like they're just, I don't know. It's like so weird to talk about it because like he's always just been there.
Yeah.
Like he never had like I used to make them all sit in a circle and like I'd sit in the circle too, but like I don't remember.
Like you would be in the middle of the circle and they would be
like we'd all
you?
be like they'd be like
Duck Duck Goose.
Yeah, like Duck Duck Goose.
Okay.
But like as far as I can remember, like I never made them talk. Yeah. Like I never like talked to them. Like they had no personality.
They're just part of your
Pica.
life.
Like they're genderless. Like it was never like it was just Pica.
Mm-hmm. I'm happy that you still have like British and OG Pica.
Yeah, British and OG Pica.
Yeah,
I love them.
Yeah.
Like I said, like they're gonna be at my wedding.
Yeah,
like I sleep with them the night before big events. Like I'm going to my first conference next week. He's probably gonna be like next to me.
Yeah, aww.
Like he's just always there.
Yeah,
he's a day one. He's an OG.
I love that. Should we talk about your experience at the wedding?
Or should we talk about your childhood?
We can. What do you want to know?
I just released something super intimate about my childhood. So now
talking about childhood comfort objects. Okay.
If you're okay,
no,
I know
that's
there's
totally
a little
fine.
bit of.
So I had a teddy bear growing up, kind of same, like her name was Penny, so she was gendered. It was a female teddy bear, and I won her at the carnival. And
You won her at the carnival?
I won her at the carnival,
okay,
and then like I think in the I think like the duck thing that you pick up, you know. So I had her from the carnival. I don't remember what age I got her, but I had her. I loved her. She was so dirty, but I used to smell her. That was my thing. It was like very comforting. One of her arms fell off, and my grandma. This is cute. My grandma made like a little dress for her. My grandma like sews a lot of stuff, and so I was like, oh yeah, I need a dress. She was like not that big, maybe like I don't know, 8 inches tall or something. And because she was missing an arm, my grandma made her like a one shoulder dress. It was so cute, and like embroidered her name on it. It was so cute. My brother threw her out.
It's always men.
It's always
men.
And like, was I too old? Probably.
That's not the point.
But it's not the point. It's not the point. So Penny disappeared, died. I don't know. But then I also have a baby blanket. So this was like actually from when I was a baby. And I think it started as a quilt. And it is now a scrap of fabric. It's like literally tattered. And I keep it at my parents' house in Texas. And it's in a drawer in my parents' house. And when I go home for like Christmas break or whatever, I sleep in my old room and I sleep with it and I smell it. And it's like still very comforting to me.
So cute,
it is so cute. But, and like my stepmom knows, like it's in that drawer, like don't touch it. And I think they've asked me, like, do I want it in my house here? And I'm like, no, like it's there. And so, because I think if I have it here, like I'll just still sleep with it, and I don't want to sleep with it every night, but it's like special to me.
Cannot relate. I still sleep with stuffed animals.
Yeah. So
me and my Squishmallows.
Yeah.
I have so many. And then Gustavo.
Yeah, tell us about Gustavo.
Gustavo is a 6-foot tall goose stuffed animal that I have that sleeps next to me every single night, and he just hangs out on my bed.
You also have Squishmallows in your car.
Yeah.
The first time I got in Nikki's car, she like you were giving me a ride home from book club, and you were like,
I always, because like they're like always there, so I always forget they're there until like I take somebody new like wherever, and then they're like, why do you have funny. Chewbacca and Baby Yoda in the backseat of your car, and why are they like fucking massive? Because they're like huge Squishmallows. They're like the biggest size that Squishmallow makes.
Yeah. I don't think I didn't like care.
No, like most people don't care, but they're always like,
huh? What are those doing?
What is this? And I'm like, oh, that's just Chewbacca.
Yeah.
Baby
I think
Yoda.
you like prepped me ahead of time. You were like,
oh yeah, by the way, I have a lot of Squishmallows in my car, but it happens every single time.
Yeah,
like they're like people like giggle because it's like funny.
Yeah,
like it's like she's got fucking Squishmallows in the backseat of her car.
How did you pick those ones to be the car riding Squishmallows?
Okay, so I had literally we were all just doing what made us happy in COVID, and Squishmallows is what made me happy. Like that was like my thing. I don't know if it was just like
the comfort.
Who knows psychologically, but that was like my thing. Like everybody had something that they try to do to COVID to remind them that life was worth living. So I became a Squishmallow collector. And I like at one point had I never counted them at their like full like fullest capacity, but I probably had like 200. Like I had a lot.
Say it louder.
200. Like I probably had like a lot of
at
them.
any point was your mom or dad being like, hey, Kiki? Like,
no,
they were just like, do whatever you need to do.
I think like
as more Amazon packages got delivered and more Squishmallows started filling up your room.
Okay, no, I never ordered them from online. I was actually really glad. I was really glad that I never became the kind who was like buying from resellers. Like my philosophy was, if I see it in store, I'll get it.
Okay.
Like, and I also didn't get like every single Squishmallow, but the problem is that I love so many things, and like a lot of them are cute, so I just get it. And then it's like, now that I'm like, oh my god, almost like 2.5 years since I stopped collecting like religiously.
Yeah.
it's like I actually have to think about it now before I buy a new Squishmallow.
Here's a question for you because, okay, one of the things that I used to get through COVID was TikTok, right? Like a lot of people, I would like just dissociate for hours and scroll videos and stuff. And now I don't really get on TikTok because it reminds me of that time, even though it was like a comfort in that time. Yeah. Still getting on TikTok reminds me of like when I needed it and it wasn't like enjoyable. So for you with the Squishmallows, are you still like, they still bring me joy? It doesn't like remind me of COVID in a bad way?
Yeah. No, I think they still bring me joy. It's like thinking about them like as from a consumerism standpoint, I'm like, fuck, like this was a terrible because I have so many. Yeah. And like I've sold a bunch over the years.
Where do you sell them?
I do garage sales. Like a lot of people know that I have Squishmallows. Oh my god! So this is like literally the funniest thing ever. So my mom posted about it on Facebook. Like I took a picture of them, like the ones that I was like selling that time. And I had my mom post them on our neighborhood Facebook group because I don't have a Facebook.
Yeah, because you're cool.
Yeah, because I'm cool and I'm young and I'm hip. And my mom said that okay, like these kids were gonna come like pick up the ones that they chose, and they chose like this one and this one. I think it was like a taco or something. I don't even remember. And then the kids showed up, and then like they handed me their cat, and I always sell them back for retail because it's like to me it's not about making money. I just want them gone. Like I just have too many. Like I just need to like get these out of here. So I sell them back for what I got them for retail basically. And these kids came and they picked it up, and their like mom was in their car, and then they came and they picked it up, and then they like said thank you, and then they left. And then
how old were these kids?
I have no idea. Maybe like 8.
Okay.
And then my mom, it was like 2 days later, my mom texted me. She was like, hey, like those guys, like those boys are interested in like getting some more. And I was like, okay, like that's fine. So there's a ring at the doorbell. And I go downstairs and I'm expecting to see those kids, and they're just going to tell me which ones they want now. It is a horde of like, they're like, there's crew. Like 10, 12 kids on our front porch. And they're like, hi, like you have the Squishmallows,
You're the
right?
Squishmallow lady.
And I was like,
did you let them come in your room?
No. That's also like weird because they're like young kids.
Children.
So I said to like our garage is like we have a side facing garage. So I was like, y'all just hang out over there. This is still kind of fucking like shady thinking about it now. But I was like, and then I like because I had them all on a blankie. So I like just like sacked them on my like the back, and I like ran downstairs, and
like
I like opened them. Yeah. And I like
boxcar children.
Yeah, and I brought them into the garage, and then I opened the garage. I don't know where their parents were, but so yeah, they were all like
all these children. Like,
yeah, it was like I felt like the Squishmallow man. Like I was like, do your parents know that you're here? But they were like,
did they have cash?
Yes, they had cash too. So
that's
it's
crazy
like,
too. Where did these kids get this cash?
Probably allowances or something. I don't know. But they were like, okay, like I really like this guy. Can I take this one? And then like one guy was like, do you have any like bigger ones for my sister? Which was really cute. So I did like show him a picture, and then like he picked one of those. But it was like really funny because like I thought it was gonna be like the same 2 kids.
Yeah.
And then there's like 12 kids.
That the whole neighborhood knows.
Basically,
they've got like a group chat and be like, okay, we're gonna meet at 3:00. We're gonna go see the Squishmallow lady.
Yeah, no, and then like so like they were it was big, and then I think like a couple of them came back like the next day and got some more. That was my biggest selling weekend.
That's exciting. That's really good.
But I was like so weird because I brought them down and I'm like, there's like 12 kids in the garage. Like, do your parents know where you are?
Yeah. Yeah.
But I don't.
That's not your problem.
I'm not.
No.
I was like, yeah, sure. Like, let me show you what I got in stock.
Yeah, give me some cash.
Yeah, and I was like.
Did they try to bargain with you?
No.
They just knew. This firm price. Like, no negotiations. And
then like garage sales, which is like really crazy because when we did do the garage sale, because I didn't want to put them on the floor because I always feel iffy about stuffed animals when I go to garage sales because it's like you never know.
Yeah.
And so right.
They can like smell weird and
so I was like I don't want to put them on the floor because I know I would know. So I just put them in like the trunk of my car. Like I had my trunk, like I backed my trunk up.
It's basically like you have a coat and you're like selling watches.
Pretty much. So like I opened the trunk of my car and I had like
did you have a sign?
Copy piece of paper that said Squishmallows and then like the size and then how much it was. And then I had the big ones in my back seat. So then if anybody was interested, like I didn't have to run up and down the stairs and then they're not like touching the floor.
Yeah.
That was a real good weekend for me as well. And then like friends and family, and then sometimes I like donate a couple of them to like my mom works at an elementary school. Whenever there's like because I also like haven't like because I collected them, so like I never like cuddled up with a lot of them. Like I just like presented them.
Yeah.
So it's like that was also like they were also not very.
Yeah. Nikki gave me a Squishmallow. That was like also one of our first interactions.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she gave me like this because we talked about this before, but I gave you a friendship bracelet.
Yes.
And then you gave me a Squishmallow. Yeah. It's like a gray little cat Squishmallow. I used to have a gray cat. And you like changed the poem to make it like a Taylor Swift lyric. It was very
Reputation,
cute. Yeah.
Because you said you were a rep girl. So I was like, oh my gosh, like friend.
Yes.
I need to give a friend something.
Yeah. And I still have it in my office. And sometimes I like hug it when I'm in meetings.
Because I mean, they're so cute and they're so really comforting.
Cute. Yeah.
They're just like, I've got so many.
You didn't answer how those one gets to be in the car.
Oh, yes. I made a point to kind of circle back to that, and I forgot. Because like they're the Millennium Falcon. It's their
like
they're from Star Wars.
So they need to be like on a
So
vehicle?
Chewbacca is in the Millennium Falcon, and I was like, and then Baby Yoda is the other Star Wars guy. So I was like,
they need to be together.
It's like for the most part they just kind of like sit back there, but like sometimes if I ever get somewhere early, like I literally just lock my car doors and I just like crawl in the back and I just like lay down because they're like a pillow. So like I'm literally just like in the back and I'm just like,
do you crawl back there? You don't open your door and go in the back seat. You just crawl.
I can't because that's like weird. Like if I was like it's weird to see somebody like get out and then go to the back seat of their car and just crawl back there. I just crawl back there.
And then when you need to get to the place that you're going, do you exit through the back seat or you crawl back up?
But now that I thought about it, I will not be doing that anymore.
No, I think that's great.
So yeah. That's why, and then like I always say like, because then like if I ever need to like I've got a pillow, and they're so soft and they're so really like big, so it's just like I'm having the time of my life. If I get somewhere like 30 minutes early, like there's been times when like my friends have been like, "Where are you?" and I'm like, "Oh shit!" Like they're gonna fucking know what I'm doing. Like, they're gonna know what I'm doing right now.
In the back of my car.
I'm like borderline taking a nap. Watching Queso on my phone. And
what's
like,
Queso?
Oh my god! Sean knows what Queso is because we watch him all the time.
What's Queso?
He is. You know what? That's gonna be my pop culture pick.
Okay.
Is Queso? He is a Twitch streamer. He's been streaming for a while now, but like he like really started getting famous. I want to say last summer, and like if you get it, you get it. Like he just streams himself playing video games.
Okay. For those of us who are not cool, and I kind of know what Twitch is. Okay. But not really. And maybe some of our audience also doesn't know what Twitch is. So
Twitch is a live streaming platform.
Okay.
So it's like there's like a lot of different things. Like, who the hell's slamming doors down here? Hello? Sorry. I don't know if that even got picked up, but somebody just slammed the door. Anyways, Twitch is a live streaming platform. So it's like some people like play video games. Some people do like debates and shit. Like it's just live cooking. Yeah, it's like a lot of different like kinds of like things.
Okay.
And I primarily only watch Queso on it.
So Queso is a person.
Queso's a person.
Okay. Yeah. And he live streams himself playing video games.
Yeah.
What kind of video games?
Like literally, I've obsessed with. He's playing Supermarket Simulator recently, and that is so funny.
When you, I'm so confused. When you tune in, do you see him or do you see his screen and like what he's playing?
Yeah, so
like
it's like screen? He's got like a mini like face cam that's usually in like the top left corner. But it's like primarily the video game screen. But you can still see him when he like plays.
How long would you stream him for? Like you tune in, like be honest.
Be honest?
Yeah. Like how many hours would you watch this person playing video games?
I think the longest I've ever spent is like 4
hours. And you're just like, this is not in the back of your car, but like maybe this
is But he also has a YouTube. So it's like Dylan and I, my brother, also really love watching his YouTube videos. And obviously those aren't live, but they're like recordings of him while he was live. But I think the longest I've ever spent like in one stream with him is like 4 hours.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it's also like, I just like kind of keep him on in the background.
Okay.
Keep him on in the background. It's just funny.
Yeah.
And he's really funny. And it's like, he's really blown up recently.
Like he interacts with his chat a lot.
Yeah, he interacts with his chat a lot, which is also like part of like the fun.
Okay.
So it's like it's really fucked up. It's really fucked up.
Like
so,
he is?
No,
like,
no,
he
no,
has
no,
a
no.
weird
His chat.
Oh,
So it's
okay.
like he's a bigger guy.
Mm-hmm.
So like a lot of like his chat makes jokes about his size.
Oh.
But he's like oddly okay with it.
Okay.
I don't know how. He's like come out because a lot of people were worried about him.
Yeah.
And like a lot of people were scared, and then he like came out and he was like, the jokes don't like affect him. Like he finds them funny. Like he appreciates everybody looking out for him, but
Okay.
like he's okay with it.
Yeah.
But it's like,
people are mean.
People are mean. People are really mean. So like for the longest time, like people would do like names and like make it like food puns. I'm so sorry. Like what was one? Draymond Green Bean.
I don't get it.
He's a basketball player.
Oh, okay.
Or it's like Notorious BLT. Like people call them Notorious BLT.
Yeah.
And it's like or it's like
Whenever like he rage, like slam his desk.
yeah, whenever he rages he like hits his desk and you can hear forks in the background. It's so funny. It's so
Stop.
fun.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
like you hear like clanging of like like it sounds like silverware. So then everybody in the chat is like, oh, his forks. And it's like somebody.
Do you?
Yes.
Do you
'cause
participate in the chat?
No, I don't participate in the chat. I don't even have a Twitch account. I just
Okay,
like
you just
watch.
stream.
I just stream it.
Okay.
But it's yeah. And
Okay.
he's like, I felt really bad about it because as he's gotten bigger, they've gotten a lot meaner.
Yeah.
But it's like
You mean bigger, like popularity wise?
that's getting clipped. That's getting clipped. That's getting clipped. Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, he's gotten.
Okay.
He's pretty big on the Twitch stream right now. That's getting clipped. We're clipping that.
Gotcha.
That's making it on the Instagram.
Okay.
But it's like, yeah, that's like a thing.
Okay.
And then like people send him like food stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Somebody called him a 1x1 Lego piece. It's like, what even is a 1x1? And then like for the longest time, he doesn't do it anymore because like a lot of the references he gets, but people would like donate because you can send donations as well.
Uh-huh.
So it's also like people are low key also paying him to call him fat, and I was like, I wish, but like anyways, like if they're gonna be mean, like at least he's getting paid.
Yeah.
But like they would like donate, and he'd be like, you look like, and then like some like random ass name, and then like he'd be like, who is this? And then he'd like copy it, and it's usually some like ugly,
Sure.
like one time it was like an ogre. Like it was like it's a running gag. Like my parents do not get it because me and Dee watch it in the living room a lot.
Yeah.
And like my parents will be like, I don't understand how you like watch other people play video games. And
Yeah.
I was like, it's like, why would you watch other people play sports?
Yeah.
It's like that same premise.
Yeah.
Is what I always say. Like
Yeah.
we could go out and kick a soccer ball,
Yeah.
or throw a football around, but like why do you want to watch?
Mm-hmm.
I get it now.
Yeah.
My son did it all the time, and
Mhm.
then I saw Hogwarts Legacy,
Yeah.
and I watched people play it.
And it's really fun because if anybody didn't hear that, Ricky, our production person,
Sure.
production pickle.
Yeah.
So that she also likes watching people not play video games. It's fun because it's like you don't have to pay to like watch it.
Yeah.
And then I also really like people play scary games because I'm too much of a bitch to like actually play them.
You're a cozy gamer. You taught me what cozy
Yeah, I am a
gaming
cozy
is.
gamer.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like horror games like are not for me, but I love watching other people play them because it's like it's so funny. It's so funny.
I learn so much every time I talk to you. I'm like, what are these things?
But he's also like the only like Twitch streamer that I like actually like watch. I do watch Jinxie. But he's also like kind of not closely linked with Queso, but like they like stream a lot. And then like What's Up Brother? That sketch is getting really big now. He's also a Twitch streamer.
Okay.
But he does like Madden and stuff. And then I don't know, like I don't watch him a lot to be honest, but like that like What's Up Brother thing is like him like Tuesday or something like that. And then he does like it's a whole entire thing. Special teams. Yeah, like
They all have their own like little.
and then like it like really kicked off like the past like month I want to say on social media, and like even Auburn like basketball team went around asking people what's up brother, because it's like they're supposed to be like special team like special teams special whatever, and it's like it's I don't know how it blew up, but yeah, he's pretty big.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so like people are like Yeah, so like people are like doing celebrations, but I don't know, it's crazy because I feel like I don't watch him.
Yeah.
Queso is primarily what I watch.
Okay.
When it comes to like real streamers, YouTube's
Do you get like
a different
notifications
story.
when they're like live?
I'm not that.
Okay.
I don't have like an account. I don't get notifications. Like I have it like bookmarked on my phone, so then like I could just like, and I know he usually tends to stream starting around like 8:00
at night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he usually ends around like 12. So
That's a good gig for him.
it is.
Yeah.
And it's like you will not believe like the amount of money that people send to
Yeah.
him. Like he'll get like $100 donations.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Hello.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is we need to be on Twitch.
Yeah, we need to start live
We'll
streaming our
start live
episodes on
streaming
Twitch is what we're
Girl
getting
Brains on
at.
Twitch. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But he's a lot of fun.
That's fun.
Your Taylor Swift Long Pond studio session is my Queso Twitch stream.
It's like my comfort show. Yeah.
It's like I'll be like, okay, let's put Queso on. Queso Markiplier is a really good YouTuber.
Mm-hmm.
Poofisher, I love Poofisher.
The YouTuber? Or
Yeah, YouTuber.
Okay.
I think they all also technically live stream, but I don't ever catch their live streams.
Yeah. I don't know that I've like maybe tuned in like once or twice to live streams, but this is not like a thing that I normally do. Yeah, I do watch
It's
a lot
just
of
so
YouTube,
funny. You can
though.
see the chat in real time. It's so funny.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
It is fun because it feels like you're like you were saying,
Like I'm hanging out
watching
with
like
them.
a live event.
Yeah.
Yeah, part of it.
And then like he interacts with his chat a lot.
Mhm.
So it's like he'll be like, chat, like chat, I'm scared.
Yeah.
Chat, my tum hurts. And I'm like, I love him. He's so funny.
That's really funny.
I'll be like, y'all stress me out. I'm about to go get a Wendy's. Wendy's. What's his
Like
like?
4 for $4?
Not for.
Oh.
Well, they don't do that anymore.
I know, that's really sad.
What does he get? Like 20-piece nuggets or something like that. Yeah, Frosty. He's Waffle House. He loves Waffle House. He's just so relatable.
Where does he live?
Arkansas.
Ah.
Nobody knows where in Arkansas. The meme is Goober Town, Arkansas, but nobody actually knows where.
Okay. I'm sure somebody has found him. The internet is crazy.
No, the internet is crazy.
Have you ever watched the Netflix Don't F with Cats?
Yes.
Yes.
Forever ago, I did.
Yeah. That was crazy. So, yeah, I think people can find out where.
If anybody hasn't seen it,
Queso
it's
is.
basically like this dude was posting videos of himself like mutilating cats and
Cats, yeah.
stuff, and then like people on the internet like traced it down to this one guy,
Yeah.
and then
in
he also was
Canada.
doing like a lot of other fucked up shit. I
Yeah.
think too.
Yeah. It was all kind of like a weird like performance art thing.
Yeah.
It was wild, but yeah. Yeah. It was
The
pretty
internet is
impressive
crazy.
talking about how the internet finds stuff. And I relate.
On TikTok recently. Do you remember that one guy that like tracked down? I forget what like exactly what was written down in his notes page. Like, on that
Oh
one
yeah, like
page.
people on the internet have way too many times. So if anybody didn't hear that, Sean, one of our live in-person guests,
Your
fans, social media manager,
Yeah.
might be dating me.
Yeah.
It's not nepotism.
What? That's gross.
Because
say?
because I'm dating him and he's
Okay.
social media manager.
Okay.
Technically, he was just hired because he's dating me.
Yeah. But he's also good at it. So
He's also really good at it.
Yeah.
But anyways, what were we talking about? Yeah, people on the internet have way too much time on their hands. So he was saying that there's this one dude who like, there's like a lot of people on TikTok whose like content is like, I got a couple last night of this person who's like, can you like find me? And like people post those TikToks, and then like people with like huge accounts with like millions of followers
Mhm.
like look at the scenery in their videos and then like pinpoint their location, and it's like a game.
Yeah, that's
It's not
crazy.
like it's not like people's
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like it's not like people doing it like because they only do it with people who record themselves saying, "Hey, like whatever
Yeah,
you do,
yeah,
like
they
can
wanna
you
be
find like
found.
where am I?"
Yeah.
So like they want to be found, and most of the time it's not like in anything that looks like they like live there, obviously.
Yeah.
But it's like it is crazy what people who have way too much time on their hands can do.
Yeah. People
Or it's
know,
like, it'll be
they'll
like a
find somebody
park.
who knows like the wallpaper and all this stuff.
Yeah, it'll be like the park. And then like I remember this one time is like this one girl, the one that I watched yesterday, this one girl like was at like a park, and then he was like, okay, so like most of these cars have tags like in
Yeah.
the front of their car, but this one doesn't, which
Mhm.
makes me believe that like this is either a state that has like a front tag like requirement or a state that's neighboring one. And it's like, and then like Googling parks with children's statues of them sitting on a rock. And then it's like the internet is crazy. And then he literally narrows it down and he was like, you were in like Midtown, Connecticut and you were standing right here, right next to this water fountain. And you could see that. And then like they'll take it, like they'll slow down the video that the person like recorded and they'll be like, they show you on Google Maps, they'll be like, this is like the welcome sign. This is the watering fountain that you're right next to. This is the parking lot. And it's like, it's crazy.
This is like, okay, so there's the Are We Dating the Same Guy Facebook
Yes,
groups.
I love that. Oh my gosh. So, okay, continue.
No, I was going to say, this is like the same energy, right? Because like, so women will post like pictures of men in this group and be like, does anybody know anything about so-and-so? And sometimes they'll be like, they'll put two pictures side by side because they'll get two pictures from a guy's dating profile. And they'll be like, this is not the same guy, right? And the analysis in the comments, they'll be like, his eyes look a little bit bigger in this one, or his hairline is this. And I'm like,
that is crazy.
It's really crazy, but I also deeply relate. So,
well, I saw this one thing. I think it happened last summer, but it was like this dude in Chicago was suing the women who were like
saying the things about him.
For like defamation or some shit. But like the funny part is like the Barbra Streisand effect. It's like
the Barbra Streisand effect?
It's like when somebody who's trying to cover something makes it a bigger deal.
Why is that related to Barbra Streisand?
Because it's a so this one, if I recall correctly, because a lot of people are like saying this about Taylor, like nobody really cared about Taylor Swift's private jet usage until like some dude was like making tweets about it, and then she made a big deal about it because she wanted to sue him. And then everybody started paying attention to it. So it was like this person was doing like a coastline like photos project for like something. And he was like taking pictures of the California coastline. And then somebody who lives on the coastline is Barbra Streisand. So she like made a big deal of trying to tell him that he needs to delete that picture. So when you look at the statistics for those photos, it's like all the photos have like 72, like 132 views, but the Barbra Streisand one had like 600.
The one that she doesn't want seen.
Her trying to cover it,
made it worse.
Ended up making it worse. And that's exactly
the
what
British
happened.
royal family. It's Kate Middleton.
It's Kate Middleton.
Yeah.
And it's Taylor Swift's private jet usage, and it's it's crazy.
That is crazy.
So
cool.
And then it's that the dude trying to like sue 25 women or something like that.
I don't know what happened with that.
I don't think it went through.
Yeah.
Big red flag, by the way.
Yeah.
Big red flag.
Totally.
So.
Yeah, those groups are wild. I am in two of them and they're so entertaining. But there was one where this girl posted this guy and everybody was like, he's a great dude. Like everybody was like giving glowing reports, which is very unusual because usually they're like, he's a scumbag. He has like these charges against him, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
like, it's like pretty bad. But this one guy she posted and everybody was like, he's the best, blah, blah, blah. I went to high school with him, whatever. And then everyone's like, give us an update after the date. Okay, so, and the person is anonymous, the girl posting it. And so she's been posting updates like for over a month. And she'll be like, we're going out again. Everything is great. We're going out again. Everything is great. And I hate it. I'm like, I don't want to hear this.
That's not what I'm here for.
That's not what I'm here for. I want to hear about like all the trash. And so it'll pop up every once in a while and she'll have like another update about how they're happy and in love. And I'm just like, can you leave us alone?
Take it somewhere else.
Take it somewhere else. So
that's not what this chat's for.
It's really not. It's really not. So yeah. What else?
What else is crazy? I've been sorry. My pop culture pick was queso, and then we got onto that tangent. Sydney, do you want to make a pop culture pick for this week?
Do I want to make?
Is it still The Good Doctor?
No, you know what? I stopped The Good Doctor, and
you didn't even finish it.
No, okay. Okay, you know what it is? This is what it is. Okay, I watch TV in bed on my iPad before I go to sleep.
Okay,
and The Good Doctor is on Hulu, and Hulu doesn't stop playing in the middle of the night, so it'll play for hours, like as I'm asleep, and like that doesn't really bother me, but I don't know. So I don't know. I guess it does bother me. So I don't want to do that anymore. So now I'm back on Netflix and I started watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine. But now something is wrong with my Netflix and it only plays like, it'll play an episode and it gets to the very end of the episode and an error will come up. This happens every time and it'll just stop. So I usually fall asleep before the episode is over, and so the error will come up, and so it's not playing in the middle of the night for me. So I think it's a better sleeping experience. So
I can't do medical shows. I feel like it's just also like there's only so much you can do to keep me engaged for 8 seasons.
Did you ever watch Grey's Anatomy?
No.
Yeah, I got really into Grey's Anatomy
because a lot of millennials did.
yeah, right? It is still on, but I'm not.
But it's like
I stopped during the COVID season. Yeah.
It's like realistically, like I'm like calls coming from inside the house because I really like Criminal Minds, but I feel like it's so much easier to like do reoccurring cop shows because like the crimes that people could be doing is like a lot more, like the fictional crimes are a lot more like interesting, but like medical shows I never really got into. Well, I'm also a hypochondriac, so
and the medical shows, like I know it's not realistic, but it feels especially not realistic because they'll be like, you're going to surgery right now, and we like that never happens.
Nobody
like,
ever says anything about insurance.
Yeah.
I'm like, be so realistic.
There's some that did that, like at the beginning, and then it disappeared.
Or be like insurance doesn't cover your medication.
Yeah, it's not.
And then they're just like, oh my god, like what are we gonna do? And not like carrying out like, what the fuck do you mean my insurance doesn't cover this? Anyways.
Anyway, so my pop culture pick is Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Love that for you. I've heard good things about it. I've seen clips about it.
It's pretty funny. It's like a good, going to sleep show.
I'm not a huge sitcom girly, so
they serve a purpose, so that's good for me. Yeah,
I love this for you.
Yeah, that's my pick.
I was just never. I don't know. The only sitcom that. Okay, Sean
I don't even know that. I don't even.
Sean just asked what.
Who's my favorite? I don't even know the characters' names because I fall asleep and I don't know who is who, and I'm not that deep into it yet. Yeah, it's just background noise, but it's good background noise for me right now.
The only sitcom I ever I got close to finishing was New Girl.
I like New Girl.
I like New Girl.
Yeah, New Girl is good.
It was pretty funny.
I like Winston. Winnie the Bish.
I think Schmidt was my favorite.
I like Schmidt.
I think I really like Schmidt.
Yeah.
Schmidt they're all really like
they're
funny.
Really
they're
good.
all really endearing characters.
Yeah.
Which I think like helps. But like other like The Office, I never got super into The Office.
You're not a millennial.
It's not a millennial.
Yeah. Parks and Rec?
No. I've seen clips.
Have you watched
Always Sunny in Philadelphia? I think is also a sitcom. Never
have you watched
that
Schitt's
one.
Creek?
Oh my
Schitt's
god! You
Creek
know what?
good.
Okay, so Schitt's Creek is a sitcom.
Yeah.
So that's the only sitcom that I've actually like finished. But I think the only reason I finished it was because they ended it before it just became a money grab, a cash grab.
It was so good.
It was a good ending.
That was really good. Yeah. Yeah, I like Schitt's Creek.
Which is really good. It's on Netflix. You guys should watch it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that and New Girl were the only ones that I ever like really was like watching, like put on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Well,
like Sean's really into How I Met Your Mother.
Oh, that's a good one too. Yeah. My problem is like I watch them all. They're all just kind of like background noise for me. I enjoy them when I'm watching it, and then I don't remember anything about them.
I don't think they're funny. Is my thing.
Yeah.
See, like I feel really bad. I don't want to say this because I don't want to hurt Sean's feelings. But it's like he'll like send me clips of it, and like he can tell that like I'm like ha ha haing because it's like I want to support him in his show, but like they're just like I don't get it.
Yeah.
And like some of the Office shows are fun. Like the Office episodes are funny.
Yeah.
Like the fire one was really funny. With the fire, like the fake fire alarm.
Yeah. Or the like famous Office episode is the dinner party one.
I need more.
They have a dinner party at Michael's house. And it's him and Jan and
then Jim and Pam, right?
Yeah.
Just those two? Yes, I have seen.
Yeah, that's a good one.
But it's like for the most part, like it's just like I'm just like
it's not for you.
So funny. Next. And I'm sorry, Sean.
That's okay.
He's seen it like 12 times.
They do.
There's like
things for different
8
people.
seasons.
Yeah. The Office?
No, How I Met Your Mother.
Oh.
I watched it all.
Yeah.
That's a baby show to watch both times.
Yeah.
And he hates the ending, but I can't talk shit about that because I'm a Game of Thrones lover and I hated the fucking ending of Game of Thrones. But we can save that for next week.
Yeah.
We can save that for next week.
You can do fantasy roundup.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, should we talk about we might have a guest next week?
I don't know if it's going to be next week, but
Or-
we're working on scheduling our first guest.
Yes.
I think it's let's not say who it is because
Yeah,
we got to
we'll
get it
keep
worked
it-
out. But I think Well, one, she's incredible
to have.
And I didn't tell you, like, she's like actually been on like legit podcasts.
Oh my God.
I'll tell you about it later, but like I think she's like been on NPR.
Oh my God.
Spoiler. Yeah, for real. I'll send you the stuff later. But yeah, no, so we have a friend. She is great. She's super funny, super smart. And we're working on scheduling her. I asked her this week if she would like to be on our podcast. I don't think she knows that we even have a podcast. And she was like, yeah, sure. And so I told her I would get with her next week and try to schedule it. And so look forward to Hey Guesty episodes. We want to hear from other people's girl brains. And yeah. So anything else we need to get off our chest?
We can, no, I think,
what?
You know what? We've got time.
What?
I'm going to talk about the elevator ride down here.
Oh, yeah. We missed that. Okay. So I think people need to know that this studio is in the basement of a library.
Yeah. It's in the basement. Like the basement.
The basement.
Of, like, there's no windows. It's just
there's
a
tornado shelter down here.
Yeah. So if that ever happens, hey, we're good.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
We're good.
So we walked over from our office. We got in the elevator. We pressed B for basement.
Yeah.
And there were 4 of us in the elevators. And Nikki and I think were the only ones paying attention.
Yeah. So like Sydney, so Sean was also with Roland, who's also a production pickle. Mm-hmm. And they were talking about like U-Hauls or cars or something like that. Something like they were in a conversation. So they weren't like really like noticing what was going on. And me and Sydney weren't really like talking. Like we were just like kind of waiting
it's
to
like
get off the elevator.
One floor down. It's not, it should be quick.
It's one floor. Mm-hmm. And like it would like I kept feeling us go up and down.
It like went down to the basement and you can feel that kind of like and then the doors didn't open and then we started moving again and we were kind of like looking at each other like are we about to get stuck in this elevator?
I was literally, and I started like low-key hyperventilating.
And then it goes back up to the ground floor.
Yeah.
And we were like looking at each other like, what's happening? So we press it again and it goes back down. And
with the anxiety coursing through my veins, it felt like I was in there for 10 minutes.
Yeah. It was probably
I was like how long could we been? Yeah, it was probably like a minute and a half, if that.
Yeah. Yeah. We don't know where the stairs are.
It's right there.
Yeah.
How did you get in this? I don't know.
Anyway,
maybe we'll have to just do the stairs next time. But yeah, I thought elevator from hell. I was like, tell my mom I love her.
Yeah.
And no, I've never been as stressed out as I was in that elevator. And they're like, it's like a new elevator.
This is a new building.
It's like a bougie elevator. Yeah. Well, bougie compared to the rest of the campus elevators.
Yeah.
So no thanks.
Yeah. Well, we made it.
This is the last time I ever do any elevators in Mel.
Yeah.
This is like my like 3rd terrible experience with an elevator in Mel.
Oh, really?
So one time we were studying. This was back when I was in school. We were studying, and all of a sudden you hear this like screeching noise, and then people screaming. One of the allegedly, I didn't see anything, so this is all allegedly.
Okay.
On this unknown building in this unknown campus, the elevator like fell a floor. Allegedly. So I have not taken that elevator since because allegedly that's what I perceived happening. Allegedly. And then the other elevators in this building are just kind of older. Yeah. So those ones are a little stressful. Yeah. Never had a bad experience in them, but they're just older. But allegedly, I will be taking the stairs for the rest of my time here. Allegedly.
Okay.
Because allegedly, there's just been some bad experiences with elevators. Allegedly. Allegedly.
To be clear.
This is all...
No fact checks.
There's no factual evidence backing these claims.
This is a comedy podcast.
Allegedly.
We're telling stories.
This is a bit. Yeah, guys, I was just faking the entire time.
Okay.
But...
All right. Well,
we'll work on getting a name for y'all, our biggest fans.
Our pickles.
Thanks
for listening.
Mama's gonna be mad about that, but thanks for listening. Bye guys.